It's Tuesday, December 14th, 2021, and welcome to another episode of Hilarious Headlines. On today's show, we're going to discuss an article written that tackles that tough question. What happens to superheroes when they get old? Have you ever wondered? Well, stay tuned to find out. Hey there and welcome to another day of Hilarious Headlines, and today's article I came across, I thought it would be really funny because who writes articles like this? You know, thank you, Wet Blanket CNN, for ruining our hopes and dreams, because we watch superhero movies not because we want to think about the ramifications of their actions in later years. We want to think of them as immortal, and they live forever, and they're immune to everything, and we project what we want onto them. So for some reason, CNN decided to write this article and publish it. So of course, we're going to go through and read it. So the title of the article here is, Can Marvel's Superheroes Age Well Despite Head Traumas and Explosions? A new scientific article investigates. Let's talk about the fact that they're superheroes and they're not real. So why are we analyzing and, taking all of the fun out of the idea of superheroes? Well, I guess that's what they wanted to do. So let's check it out. This came out on CNN Health, nonetheless, tackling the really important topics here. December 14th. So for some reason, it just says under this caption of a woman with a barbell, high-intensity workouts may lengthen your life. Great. I hope you're listening, Superman. Maybe you should do some higher intensity workouts, because I guess flying is too much of a passive movement for you. So here we go into the article. As they swung from the skies, knocked out intergalactic supervillains, and strutted away from an explosion with the perfect quip, we all probably thought the same thing. How will the Marvel superheroes fare in their old age? What a bizarre assumption that is. Who's watching a Marvel hero and thinking, the first thought is, well, he's doing it now, but, when he gets up there into his golden years, is he going to be able to do this? Who thinks like that? That's a real interesting window into this person's, thought process, right? No, well, a team of researchers in Australia did. An article published Monday in the BMJ Christmas edition looks at the behavioral factors of 5 Marvel superheroes, Black Widow, Iron Man, Black Panther, Spider-Man, and the Hulk, to determine how they would likely mature. In a rigorous period of study, the researchers used the lockdown period over 2020 and 2021 to watch the film franchise. It was for science, definitely not for fun. There you go. There's the key to this article. They were doing it during the lockdown period. CNN had to basically justify, or whatever, BMJ, whatever this is. Let me click on this here. It's out of Australia, right? So whoever's paying these people, let's see, the BMJ, I don't even know what this is. Business Medical Journal, something, I don't know. But anyway, there's the core right there. They had nothing to do, but they had to stay in the payroll. So get to work and find something to write about. There you go. I am a single mom, so you know she's not from the United States. I'm a single mom with 3 children, and last year during the COVID lockdowns, we were looking for things we could do together, so embarked on watching the Marvel movies from beginning to end, said lead study author Ruth E. Hubbard, Masonic Chair of Geriatric Medicine at the University of Queensland in Australia, via email. I will say, you would be shocked to know that I've not seen a lot of movies. And the Marvel movies are very intriguing to me. I think they look awesome. I am just so busy with all the things that I do that I've never actually sat down and, I've seen a couple of them, but they're out of order and I really don't have any idea what's going on. That is something I would like to do at some point, is sit down and watch all of them, not at once because I have things to do, but in chronological order so I can kind of catch up, So these keep coming out, so I have to get to this quick because otherwise I'm going to be geriatric And, I did play football, so I'm scared to read on about the effects of that, but I'm just kidding. All right, so then she saw a flyer in her hospital advertising a presentation she was doing on frailty with pictures of the hero's years in the future, appearing overweight and confused. What is this? Can you imagine, Superman just walking around overweight and confused in the nursing home, and they're like, Superman, eat your oatmeal. It's time to go to bed. It's 5 o'clock. I thought it was funny, but also a bit sad to present such a negative view of their futures, Hubbard said. This made me reflect on how the superheroes might actually age and whether there were some lessons from my understanding of aging and frailty that could be applied to predict their aging trajectories. Do you think they're on the same aging trajectories as us, Hubbard? I'm going to go with no, because they're not real, but hey, that's just me. The study is a bit of fun for the holiday season, but it also goes to show how our health behaviors impact our aging, she added. The key message is that each of us has the power to influence the way that we age, Hubbard said. While uncontrollable elements like genetics play an important role, the factors people should focus on are regular exercise, social engagement, a healthy diet, abstaining from smoking, moderating alcohol, and avoiding head injuries, she said. Avoiding head injuries. Who's looking for head injuries? The article doesn't exactly drive the body of knowledge further, but it does offer a quick and entertaining read for interested reader to just think about aging. That sentence isn't right, but we're just going to plow through it. Lamb was not associated with the article, so that's the person who made that statement. For our Marvel newbies, the researchers excluded any significant spoiler-worthy events that would impact their aging. Wink, wink, fans. All right, so there you go. I told you. I don't follow this stuff, so if you follow this stuff, there you go. That's over my head. Also, I'm very short. Here are the things 5 of the many, many Marvel characters have going for them and against them as they age. Here we go. What a ride this will be. Let's start with Iron Man. Some good news for the genius billionaire playboy philanthropist is that a lot of those things work in his favor. His socioeconomic position and residence in an urban environment put him in a better position to access healthcare, and his high intelligence reduces his risk for dementia. It's a good thing he eventually drops that playboy lifestyle for Pepper Potts. No idea what they're talking about. Because such a close relationship is a positive indicator for his aging, the study said. Then, there is the PTSD, radiation exposure, gravitational shifts, and many injuries that increase his likelihood of accelerated bone loss and malignancy, not to mention his chronic heart disease. Well, here's a buzzkill for you. I only saw the first Iron Man. I thought it was really sweet, but that's why I came up with the title Iron Deficient Man, because he's got accelerated bone loss for some reason. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. That probably doesn't even make sense, but I thought it was good. All right, let's move on to Black Panther. T'Challa has a lot of things going for him. As the sovereign of the most economically and technologically developed country in the world, he has extraordinary access to the education and wealth that is associated with healthy aging, the study said. Wakandans also appear to be vegetarians, and plant-based diets are also associated with reduced obesity and cardiometabolic diseases, the study said. Sounds like some vegetarian propaganda to me. Speaking of plants, it is hard to say whether drinking a potion made from the heart-shaped herb is an advantage or disadvantage, researchers said. Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess that part's not real, so I guess that would be hard to determine, wouldn't it? The concoction did improve his mental and physical abilities, but performance-enhancing drugs have many adverse health effects. You can just tell the person that wrote this article or the people that did this study are really probably a lot of fun to hang out with at parties. Moving on, Black Widow. Fortunately, Natasha Romanoff doesn't seem to have a lot going for her when it comes to healthy aging. Trained as an assassin and spy from childhood, she was exposed to a high amount of abuse, neglect, and conflict from a young age. She also underwent forcible sterilization, and an abrupt disruption to ovary function at a young age is linked to many diseases, the study said. Yikes, it got heavy quick. Overall, these factors put her at a higher risk for multiple health complications. Well, Sucks to suck, Black Widow, not on there. Sometimes you just want to live fast and hard. Shine bright like a star, and then you burn out. That's the Black Widow. Also, I would like to point out, usually in an article, they put pictures that make sense with the article. Now, if you're just listening to this won't, really apply to you. But for example, under the Iron Man part, there's a picture. It says related article: Hawkeye misses the mark with an opening aimed at introducing Kate Bishop, and it's two people that I know aren't Iron Man, so I don't know what's going on there. Then you scroll down to Black Widow, and it's the girls from the original Hocus Pocus. And it says, related article, some of the many TV shows and films coming to Disney Plus in 2022. How is that related to anything? Onward. The Hulk. Things are looking bad for Bruce Banner as well. Oh, boy. You mean turning giant and green and angry and punching people isn't good for you? The big green guy comes out when his heart rate increases. That happens a lot. This suggests he might have an underlying heart condition. Maybe he likes working out a lot. Ever think of that? He also has a high BMI. Shucks. Which raises concerns over chronic health conditions and whether he can get health care to meet his specific needs. Anger also can advance old age. And, as he said himself, he is always angry. I told you, I don't see a lot of these movies, but come on, you're really ruining this. Spider-Man. One of Peter Parker's biggest asset is the people he is surrounded by, researchers said. Although he's an orphan, I don't think we say that anymore, which can have detrimental outcomes, Spider-Man has a nurturing relationship with his Aunt May and supportive, positive male role models and the most heroic men on Earth, and eventually other planets too. His strength, flexibility, and agility used in his crime fighting are also an advantage, but he does do most of his heroics at night, which leaves researchers concerned if he's getting the recommended 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night, which teens like him need, the study said. Could you imagine, these researchers are what do you do for a living? Well, I've been examining Spider-Man's sleep patterns, and I am a bit concerned that he doesn't get the 8 to 10 hours of recommended sleep that a normal teen needs. Sir, he's Spider-Man? Okie dokie. The Marvel superheroes have taken on many important tasks, such as maintaining the safety of the multiverse and creating artificial intelligence. Perhaps their next feat to benefit humanity should be figuring out how to provide high-quality health and social care across large populations, the study suggested. Oh my God. This would enable people from across the multiverse, including superheroes, to experience high quality of life in older age, the authors wrote, and that's how it ends. This was a propaganda piece for socialized healthcare, right? That's what I'm gathering from this? The heck? Oh my God. Well, anyway, that's the end of the article. I just thought it would be funny to kind of check out this. I mean, this is just complete nonsense, right? People get paid for this. People get paid to watch all of the Marvel movies and then pick out the ones they want to discuss about their long-term aging. What are we doing here? You know what I mean? Come on. But you know what? I think it fits the show very well, and I thought it was a funny one to review today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we're gonna keep them coming. I enjoy doing this, and it's funny that I did an article about a crow last week that could talk. And it swore and flew to an elementary school and swore at children. The woman reached out to me from the story. That's how it got a little traction, and she wound up going across her desk, and she replied, and how cool is that? So I never want to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just saying things out loud to make people laugh and get a chuckle. So. Yeah, I hope you enjoy these. We're going to keep them coming fast and furious Monday through Friday. So we're coming back tomorrow on Wednesday. And like this video, it goes a really long way. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That also goes a very long way. And I'm looking forward to a lot more funny ones here in the future. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.